Mexico faces enormous challenges like migration, the drug cartels, and corruption. But it's also a nation of great promise that could be on the cusp of a long economic boom. JP Morgan's CEO recently said that if you had to pick one country to invest in, Mexico might be the #1 opportunity. The big reason? Because in the great competition between the world's two great economic powers, the United States and China, the big winner could be Mexico. To understand why, we need to visit a city close to the Texas border, which is at the center of Mexico's hopes for a brighter future.
Monterrey, Mexico is nothing short of a boomtown these days. It resembles Southern California, with swanky shopping malls, pricey restaurants, and luxury apartments. Outside of town, new factories are sprouting up everywhere. That's because this city of 5 million, a major industrial hub in Mexico, is at the center of a massive metamorphosis in the world economy, where Mexico is challenging China as America's factory.
It's a hugely significant moment in terms of understanding what's changed about the nature of globalization that we've all grown up with.
China's factories are famous for making cheap t-shirts and jeans.
In the 1990s and 2000s, China was the factory of the world, thanks to its endless supply of cheap labor.
China-centric globalization has dominated the last 3 decades. Clothing, shoes, 50, 60, 70, sometimes 90% of products made in China.
Corporate America thrived on this China-centric business model, experiencing a golden age of profit.
It's time to get pissed off!
We want to keep our jobs.
But American manufacturing was hit hard.
They want to take your throat out. They want to cut you apart.
They're ripping us off, folks. We're going to stand up to China.
And along came Donald Trump, who punished China with tariffs. President Biden kept those tariffs.
When the world's factory shuts down, it ripples around the globe.
And the pandemic disrupted supply chains with China even more.
Dozens of cargo ships are idling at 2 of the biggest ports in the U.S.
Lined up, ready to go.
Running out of a vast range of manufactured goods causes a significant reassessment.
American companies wanted their suppliers to be much closer to home.
Geographical proximity to the U.S. cannot be overstated.
And a popular trend emerged.
Nearshoring.
Nearshoring.
Nearshoring. Nearshoring.
Nearshoring basically means bringing production back from a faraway place to a closer place. And they look, in part, at Mexico.
Mexico became America's ideal partner, right across the border with low-cost labor and a free trade deal. In 2023, it eclipsed China as America's leading source of foreign goods.
We see trade up 20–25%. It's in autos, it's in machinery, it's in electronics.
I mean, there's a feeling of you got to get in there fast. It's like almost a gold rush.
There have been more goods coming across the border at Laredo, Texas, than goods arriving at the Port of Los Angeles.
Trucks often wait hours for a chance to cross into Laredo.
Many of those goods come from Monterrey and its home state of Nuevo León.
Tesla is building a gigafactory in the Monterrey area.
The state offers good security and a highly skilled workforce. Tec de Monterrey, Mexico's MIT, trains top engineers. The competition for local labor is intense, driving unemployment down to less than 3%.
The Mexican worker, they're certainly in a position where they have much greater bargaining power than in many other parts of the world.
Chinese companies are showing their robust manufacturing presence.
And in an unexpected twist, lots of Chinese companies are coming to Mexico too, to get a Made in Mexico label for their goods and avoid U.S. tariffs. Trade between China and Mexico spiked nearly 40% in 4 years.
Chinese companies are reacting aggressively.
China's bold moves in Mexico could backfire.
Our hemisphere has been invaded by China.
There's talk in the U.S. of closing their clever tariff loophole. But as America continues to distance itself from China in their geopolitical battle royale, Mexico's hopes remain sky high. And Monterrey is poised to lead a nation toward a brighter future. Coming up, I'll give you my thoughts on Mexico.